Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's August 8th, 2022, and another similar day to yesterday with some blue sky and a lot of some blue sky, but a lot of blow-off cirrus, especially toward the afternoon from the thunderstorms there. You can sort of see on the satellite these pretty strong thunderstorms that developed over Connecticut, and there was a few along the Jersey Shore, but again, nothing over us. This is some of the views of the storms that I was able to try to get today. Because, again, Mineola, you can't see crap unless you go to the parking garage. And, yeah, this is from Deer Park, where I stopped off for a little bit. Look at that. Beautiful cirrus clouds. I like the pines in the backdrop there. That beautiful sky there with the pines. And look at that huge anvil blow off there. And you can see some distant cumulonimbus, too, in the distance. This is all over Connecticut. We didn't get any of it. It's bone dry here. So let's look at what we've got going on right now with the current conditions outside. I see temperatures are in the upper 70s, generally across most of Long Island. It's pretty humid out there, too. You can see a nice breeze there, though. And it was delightful on the South Shore, actually in the mid-70s down there. Dew points are high, though. We got dew points generally in the low to mid-70s. But, yeah, it's hell here in Mineola, though, I got to say.
Oh, I hate this place!
Absolute hell. Just hell. That is exactly the way I feel about it here. Yo, I hate this place. I'm dying in the heat here. This is the last summer I'm living here. I am done. I can't deal with it. I get down to the street. I get to my street, and it's like a freaking oven out there. Meanwhile, in Rockville Center, there's a nice breeze. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. Might as well live in Jersey already. It's so damn hot here. So 79 in Islip right now with the dew point of 73. Let me show you what the day was like at Islip. I don't even think it got up to 90 today. Sure it did in Mineola, though. Yeah, it was in the upper 80s. You can see dew points pretty high up there in the mid-70s as well. But if you go into Mineola here, I'm sure it's a lot hotter. We'll have to look and see a station that's kind of representative of Mineola. Maybe Belrose? I don't know. Well, we'll look at on the one to ground. Let me... You can see again the dew points there. Let's show you what it's like in Jersey. I'm sure Jersey, 80 and 74. Let's see what was there in Jersey. What the day was like there. And I'm sure they were in the 90s again. Yes, they were in the mid-90s once again there. Very hot, much hotter than Long Island. Let's go take a look at the highs across the area. So it looks like we had some low 90s over Nassau County. And then upper 80s, mid to upper 80s as you got out east and onto the South Shore. And maybe low 80s out on the East End. Central Park got up to 93, though, so the city was pretty hot. You can see, there's a 94 right over Mineola. So, yeah, it got up to the mid-90s in Mineola. It's just almost, it's just a little, maybe like 2 or 3 degrees cooler than New Jersey. I mean, and then you get into New Jersey, and then, wow, well, maybe a little more like, it's still, I guess, a little cooler than Jersey. Upper 90s. In North Jersey there, and then I'm sure as you got into South Jersey by Toms River, mid-90s, so actually a little cooler there, oddly enough. But in North Jersey is even hotter than Toms River. North Jersey is actually, it's not even the hottest part of Jersey, Toms River. Hottest part is like North Jersey around this area here, Bergen County. It's just brutal there, absolutely brutal. But yeah, and you can see the orange. So that means we have a heat advisory, of course, in effect. And we're going to be dealing with that heat advisory again tomorrow, I believe. Let's go ahead and look at that heat advisory notice there, and you will see that we definitely got the heat advisory in effect until 8 p.m. Tuesday. So, yep, so we got it again for tomorrow as we deal with more and more of this heat. Yeah, looking at the radar, see there's a line of some thunderstorms over there. Let's see if we can get this radar to work. A lot of times it just doesn't want to work. It's not very impressive. Yeah, it's not very impressive here. It's weakening. But if we go to the Ventus sky, I'll show you those thunderstorms that were going over Connecticut again. We'll rewind the radar right around 3 o'clock, and you can see there was some nice storms there north of New Haven and interior Connecticut there. They popped up, I guess. Actually, it popped up around 2. When did they pop up? 2:10. And look at that. That's so they've been getting some rain at least. And you can see that small cell off the Jersey Shore there. None of them were really severe, though. So, none of them were really severe. So let's go to the Storm Prediction Center. They've placed us in a marginal risk for severe weather, pretty much the I-95 corridor between Washington and Boston marginal risk for severe weather tomorrow. And that's with this cold front getting close. So let's look at the GFS here. And from what I understand now, at least GFS seems to do away with that coastal low. So looking at the GFS, you see tomorrow that the ridge is starting to get pushed down. It's going to take a day or two here. We have a little bit of relief on Wednesday. Front kind of hangs up a little bit Thursday morning. Then it pushes away, and then we have this high build in for Friday and the weekend, giving us some nice weather at last. About time, though it still doesn't look like we're going to see all that much rain in the near future. Well, we'll see. We're gonna some of these models. I looked at the 18Z HRRR and I was not impressed with the thunderstorm activity, but we'll look again. So here's the HRRR for your Tuesday, and you see not a whole lot again, but you notice that little curve there in the isobars. That's the front. This is the first in the series of fronts that's going to come through and break the back of this ridiculous heat and humidity. At least, like I said, the air quality hasn't been too bad. It's still been pretty hot and humid out there. You're still going to sweat like crazy regardless. You'll see here it pops up some thunderstorms in the afternoon tomorrow, so we could see some activity in the afternoon. I would say anytime after 3 o'clock, probably likelihood. Maybe some of the storms will be severe. There is that marginal risk. We'll have to see if they put us in a severe thunderstorm watch or not. And then you'll see that there's a little more chance over Jersey. And then for Wednesday, it looks like much of the day is dry. It's trying to pop up a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. But then there's another wave of showers and thunderstorms that's going to come in later in the evening. This is the one that we have to watch for here. This is as far as we got on this HRRR model here. But this could actually bring some more steadier rain. So this is our best chance of rain. Wednesday night to Thursday morning, we could get a little more rain. We certainly do need it. So let's go to the NAM next. And obviously I don't have enough of the 0Z, so let's go to the 18Z NAM. And you will see here for your day tomorrow, you'll see again. And you notice the shape of the isobars. That's going to indicate more of a westerly flow. Tomorrow is going to be a lot more brutal than today with the killer west wind. Could be worse air quality too as a result. Here's the NAM. Again, very scattered with the showers and thunderstorms. It's developing one over the city around 8 o'clock or so. But like I said, anytime between that 3 to 10 o'clock period, I think, 3 to 10, 11 o'clock period is when we'll see the chances of showers and thunderstorms. However, it's very widely scattered. It's not developing a line because this is a slow-moving weak front that's moving through. And then here is what you have for Thursday. And again, this is the next complex. There's going to be a little low here that could bring us some showers and thunderstorms overnight. Probably overnight Wednesday into Thursday is looking like right now. We can't really go any further than that. Well, I can if I use the NAM 12. So if we use the NAM 12, we can go a little further than that. And see, this will take us to Thursday. So you see, it could bring us some showers and thunderstorms that might actually linger until the late morning hours. And that's good because that could bring us some decent amount of rain. So let's take a look and see how much rainfall it's giving us. And look at that, over 2 inches. So if the thunderstorms form in the right spot, we could definitely get some relief from this drought. So it looks like maybe there is a chance of getting some relief to this drought because, like I said, the ground is parched. Here on Long Island, it's just dry. If you're in the South Shore especially, or even the middle of the island, anything south of the LIE, I mean, you haven't had rain for weeks, I think. So that is, if we can get that to happen, that's a good sign. However, this is just one model, and I can go to the GFS, and it might not even show up on the... Well, GFS shows it too. So, yeah, we could get a good soaking rain Thursday night to Friday morning. So, again, the short term, tomorrow and Wednesday, not so much. But I think as we get later into Wednesday night, Thursday morning, we could see some beneficial rains here. That's very good to see. Hopefully that will pan out because we really do need it badly. It is just bone dry out there. So let's go back to the HRRR. I mean, the humidity's high. That's a funny thing. The humidity is so high, but we're not getting much rain to show for it. So let's go back to the HRRR here, and we will look at the dew points here and the wind flow, and you'll see, more of a westerly component tomorrow, more so west-southwest wind. So, killer west wind. I see it right there already. So killer west wind means we're going to be dealing with the same kind of heat Jersey's been dealing with for the past 5 or 6 days. It's going to be with us tomorrow. We're going to be dealing with those mid-90s, and it's going to be absolutely brutal. Maybe some bad air quality to go along with it too. But you'll see what happens as we get later in the day. Wind starts swinging around to the northwest. There's your front right there. Dew points come down Wednesday, and we'll have some relief from the dew points. North to easterly winds will bring much better temperatures and lower dew points into the area. So we'll see dew points drop into the mid-60s, which will feel pretty low compared to what we were dealing with, right? So let's go look at the temperatures now. And tomorrow you'll see it's going to blaze. You see that bright red almost. I think we're good. Mid to upper 90s tomorrow is absolutely going to be brutal. I'm warning you. It's going to be a brutal day on Long Island. No sea breeze except maybe right on the South Shore. But it's going to be brutal. And that heat could actually touch off some pretty strong to severe thunderstorms. I do want to look at the RGM as well. Not the RGM, but the HDRPS as well. So here we are. And even if the models don't show it, I think that any thunderstorm that could form tomorrow has the potential to be severe. And we could see some severe weather action, frequent lightning, hail, gusty winds, and maybe some cool, beautiful shelf clouds that I got to make sure I'm in the right spot to see if one pops up. Not in this urban jungle. But anyway, let's take a look, or being in a parking garage. That's the only way you're going to see it. But you'll see the temperatures start dropping tomorrow night. We start seeing temperatures getting to the low 70s. And for Wednesday, you can see where the hot air is. It's still hanging out in Jersey. But Long Island, we're only going to be in the mid-80s. So it'll be a lot better as we head into Wednesday. Now I want to take these, flip this back to the dew points, and we'll show you the GFS now. And we'll show you what the GFS is going to do here. So GFS, see, look at that. GFS is actually more aggressive with bringing this humidity down. So yeah, west winds tomorrow. But then look at that. The humidity comes down on Wednesday, and Wednesday is going to be much more comfortable. So we really only have one more brutal day. That's the good news, right? Then you can see the humidity coming up with that little wave of low pressure and the rain. And then we see it again start dropping back later Thursday again. And then as we get into Friday, yeah, look at that. Northerly winds, north to northwesterly winds, dew points in the 40s. How about that? Look at Saturday, dew points in the 40s. So, yeah, and Sunday, too. So we're going to have a nice stretch of some really nice weather next weekend. Let's go to the temperatures now. So here we are, temperatures. And you can see here tomorrow, GFS also has us blazing. We're going to be blazing the mid to upper 90s tomorrow. It's going to be brutal. Then it drops back on Wednesday. You see that? On Long Island, though, you can see Jersey kind of still dealing with the heat a little bit. And then Thursday, where there's rain and the clouds, you may not get much above 80 degrees. You may only be in the 70s. For everybody else, probably around 80 degrees, low 80s. All right, and then look at this Friday, highs only around 80 degrees. Saturday, highs only around 80 degrees. Sunday, maybe just a little warmer, low 80s. But I mean, this is beautiful. So this is awesome. I love it. So now, let's go to the skies. Oh, well, before I do that, let me go to the HDRPS before I forget to look at that model. And we will go ahead and look at this model as well. So let's see what this model does for tomorrow as far as the thunderstorms go. Again, you can see, look at that, starting to pop up some convection there. Doesn't look all that impressive, but again, wherever a thunderstorm develops, it could be strong. You see those purples there. So I'll have to see, again, that late afternoon, evening hours. We'll have to see. And then as we get into Wednesday, will be dry for at least part of the day. You can see, though, there's that rain coming in later on. So let's go back to the GFS. We'll look at the skies and the RGM with the skies, and then I can wrap this weather update up. So let's go to the skies here, and you will see, here we go. Well, look at that. Wednesday looks like we might actually clear out. Wednesday might actually wind up being nice. Tomorrow, you'll see we'll be dealing with a lot more of those probably hazier skies. I can't imagine a blue sky tomorrow with that kind of heat. And then for Wednesday, look at that. We have fairly clear skies. Thursday, that's when we'll have the clouds around with this little wave that's going to come through. And then Friday, we clear it on out, and we have a beautiful day. And then Saturday, also, we're clear. And then we'll probably have to start dealing with some more high clouds as we get into Sunday. But, I mean, looks beautiful. RGM. All right, let's go to the RGM next. So RGM for your tomorrow, it shows a good amount of sun. So, I mean, you might have a blue sky. I don't know. Maybe similar with the blue sky and cirrus blow off again. But then you can see there's the clouds for Wednesday. But again, you can see there's clouds kind of break up. So we will see at least some sunshine on Wednesday. More clouds for Thursday. And then we wind up this is as far as it goes. This is the midnight Friday. But there you go. So we have nice weather on the way. One more brutal day ahead of us. I'm going to go to the Ventu sky right now. We're going to look at Cape with the thunderstorms. And Let's go to tomorrow here and look at some of these cape levels here. So 8, 11. You can see it looks like it's trying to generate some cape along a sea breeze front boundary. So yeah, it's generating it along a sea breeze front. There is going to try to be a sea breeze, but where it's not going to make it far enough, but it could cause an issue with instability. And then you have the actual front coming through. It looks like, again, it's got some pretty hefty cape. It's scattered, but it's up there. It's definitely up there. And then if we go to the lifted index, that's probably going to be up there. Yeah, there's going to be instability in the air. So, oh yeah, that looks, yeah. So as you get toward the afternoon, I think things are going to get pretty interesting. So looking again at the temperatures, you can see the killer west wind. Here we are, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It does seem to have a sea breeze right along the south shore where you might be in the upper 80s to around 90. But inland here, we're going to be feeling like Jersey, mid-90s. There it is in Toms River. Actually, still may be hotter in Jersey. It's trying to show 100. So Jersey could get to 100 tomorrow. We're going to be dealing mid-90s. Tomorrow's going to suck. It's going to be a brutal day. But the good news is, after tomorrow, it's over. And we get a break. And hopefully, maybe, just maybe, we won't have to deal with this damn heat until next summer. And hopefully by then, I'll be living somewhere that's cooler, hopefully on the South Shore, because not at least not in this particular hot block, this urban jungle that I live in here in Mineola. It's just, it's the hottest summer I've had since I lived here, and I never realized how hot it got here. And now I realize it's really just too hot to survive here after this summer. I can't take it. So that's going to be it. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.